the Upper East Side with more.
Well, it is truly a tense time for the Jewish community here in New York City and really all across the nation. Take a look outside of Temple Emmanuel here on the Upper East Side. You can see the police mobile command center. And if there were any kind of services going on right now, presumably you'd see those very heavily armed police details outside making sure everything is safe. And that's what you're going to see across New York City. Again, as you mentioned, that Colorado terror suspect now officially charged with a federal hate crime.
We are constantly monitoring not only what happens in other cities, what's happening across the globe, and monitoring all the noise in the usual places.
Mayor Adams saying definitively there are no credible threats against New York's Jewish community after Sunday's horrible terror attack in Boulder, Colorado. This is video just after the attack. The suspect heard yelling, "Free Palestine." Shirtless and with a bottle in his hand, the victims laying on the ground just feet away, being doused with water. Witnesses describe him throwing Molotov cocktails into a peaceful rally for the release of hostages being held in Gaza.
A man was throwing Molotov cocktails and using other devices to hurt people.
That image of the fire and the people running and screaming and people lit on fire from head to toe, and just begging for help and just chaos.
4 men and 4 women were taken to area hospitals, at least 2 of the victims in critical condition. The suspect, 45-year-old Mohammed Sabri Salomon, is under arrest. The Department of Homeland Security says Salomon had been living illegally in the U.S. since his visa expired in 2023. The attack comes just 2 weeks after the deadly terrorist shooting of 2 Israeli embassy workers in Washington, D.C. Joshua Kramer with the American Jewish Committee says the Jewish community in the city and around the country is reeling.
We need to see everyday people stand up against this kind of hate, really reject it entirely. What we've seen is a great normalization of this type of hate, and we need to keep it at the fringes. Society must reject it entirely.
The NYPD taking to social media, posting, "We are monitoring the horrific attack in Colorado, targeting an event for Israeli hostages." The NYPD has already increased our presence at religious sites throughout New York City for Shavuot with high visibility patrols and heavy weapons teams. We will continue to track this closely. All right, some more disturbing details coming out of Colorado. That suspect telling federal investigators today that he meticulously planned this attack for more than a year. This as he is now charged with those federal hate crimes. The investigation there continues and the extra beefed up security continues around the country and, of course, right here in New York City. Reporting live at Temple Emmanuel on the Upper East Side, I'm John Muller. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, John.